Scattered numerous thunderstorms during the day today, and we did definitely see more downpours. Now, thankfully, as I said earlier, it didn't look like it amounted to much more than street flooding, and of course, cars can be affected by that, especially some of the lower lying streets. But thankfully, it was not much worse than that, and we did get breaks in the rainfall. It wasn't just a constant rain, and certainly seeing more breaks across the region as of the last several hours. Few downpours still ongoing in Mississippi, parts of the North Shore, down the bayou as well, but most of our heavier rainfall done for the night. May see a few isolated showers as we continue into the night and overnight period, and likely a wetter day tomorrow and Friday again. 89 degrees, we were able to kind of squeak into the upper 80s during the day before any rain really began, but at Kenner officially only picked up 0.02 of an inch. That's a little more than a trace of rain. Other locations got a decent little soaking. And again, those high temperatures were starting to soar into the early part of the day. Then once the rain began, or at least rain nearby, those temperatures come down. So at least, again, silver lining always, temperatures have not been that bad. And yet again, another afternoon in August of high temperatures staying below average. 82 is our current temperature, and dew points are still in the low mid 70s. Can't get rid of that until we get more to the late September and October as the real fronts start moving through. 70s and low 80s outside at the moment. And as I mentioned, the next couple of days will be wetter. A better chance for more of those heavier downpours, leading to some possible flooding, but we will start to dry out. And perfect timing for the weekend, especially Sunday, and more so into early next week. The reason for our more abundant rain coverage is an upper trough that is sitting over the Gulf of Mexico, kind of slowly moving. We were talking about this yesterday and also watching another trough that is down in the southeastern Gulf. Well, models indicating this probably is not going to influence us all that much. It'll be more this trough that continues to slowly move toward the west, or almost remain stationary, keeping our rain coverage on the higher side, plus coupled with the ample Gulf moisture. Once we head toward the end of the weekend and early next week, we will start to see some drier air mixing in, and maybe some slightly less humid air. I mean, slightly less by a couple of degrees, and more so on the North Shore into Mississippi. But with this drier air aloft, we will see less rain coverage. And with fewer showers in the forecast, we're going to start to see those high temperatures getting back to maybe a little closer to normal. That upper disturbance has really been keeping our rain coverage on the high side, and that's going to continue for both tomorrow and Friday. We should start to see our rain chances diminishing a bit more as we head toward the start of the weekend. But with that rain chance tomorrow, again, coverage is going to be higher than normal. We may see a few isolated downpours where it'll be more of a localized flooding concern, kind of neighborhood to neighborhood as opposed to a widespread issue. Same thing on into Friday. Great news out in the tropics, that area that we still are talking about, mainly because there's nothing else out there right now. The Hurricane Center has decreased the percent chance of developing to now 10 to 20%. 10% in the next 1 to 2 days, 20% in the next 3 to 5 days. Really looks like, for one, it's in a fairly hostile environment, and it'll continue moving generally into a hostile environment. So other than that system, there is nothing else that the models are really picking up on at this time. We know we're going to get closer to the peak of the season, and we know we're going to get more activity in the Atlantic, but right now it has been fairly quiet. And 86 degrees are high tomorrow and Friday, really kind of ranging to the mid-upper 80s depending on the timing of the rainfall. Then we'll start drying out as we head toward the weekend and especially early next week.